Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to yet another TapDaddyBeats stream. I hope you guys are having a good Thursday. And man, we got some work to do today. Okay, I've got two tracks that I want to mix down in this session. Both tracks for BeatStars. We're gonna be trying to clear space, leave room for some artists to fit on these. You know, kind of rough mixes, but I think it'll be good. I know for sure on this first one, we're gonna have quite a bit of work to do in terms of toning it down so that we have room for an artist, but I think it'll be good. But real quick, before we dive into all of that, I wanted to show you guys, this is my newest release. It's called Midnight Special. It's a banger. Dude, I love this track. And special announcement, guys. I just announced my next album, Nothing Is Real, comes out on September 3rd. I'm so stoked for this, man. Hey, Nun, how you doing, man? How's it going, Fireball? But yeah, welcome on in. Welcome on in. We're gonna be working hard today on some mixes. It's gonna be good. I think so. But yo, real quick, Nothing Is Real comes out in 63 days, 8 hours, 58 minutes, and 21 seconds. Dude, I'm excited for this. Oh, my screen isn't updating. Oh shit, this happens all the time. Let me get this fixed. I can fix it in like 2 seconds. There we go. There we go. Nothing Is Real. Boom. Now we got the beautiful artwork. Check this out. Album artwork. New album has been announced. Okay. Thank you, Mrs. Tap. But, man, I'm ready to dive into this. I got my hot coffee here. I've got a project loaded up for us. Oh, man. Sweet caffeine. Sweet nectar of the gods. All right. But yeah, I'll drop a link to the upcoming album. It is a neo-soul project, something that I have really poured myself into for like this past year. And honestly, it feels kind of surreal having it all shipped off and done. Like, I don't know, working on this album has been such a big part of this past year that I don't know, now that I'm done with it, I'm like, what do I do with my hands? Like, this is I don't have an album that I'm like throwing myself into. That's so strange. Now I just gotta wait it out for it to drop, which is like, okay, it gives me a lot of opportunity to stock up on like short form content and all of that, but I don't know. Now I'm playing the waiting game. But we got a lot of stuff to do in the meantime here. So my goal for today is I've got 2 beats that are meant for BeatStars, okay? These are beats that are meant for rappers. This first one that we were listening to was actually something that I was thinking for Spotify, and I kind of changed my mind. I feel like the bar is so high for Spotify for my releases there that I just decided this one might be better as a BeatStars beat, right? So, but yeah, what's up? We got Chocolate. What's up, Chocolate? How you doing, man? And I see Nun is asking what distributor. So yeah, I use DistroKid. And you know, honestly, I feel like distributors are, and check it out, I've even got my own label here, TapDaddy Records. Fucking pretty sweet. But yeah, I like DistroKid. I'll just say this, like, I don't think that there is such thing as a good distributor, because all of these distributors are absolute dog shit when it comes to their customer service. Like, none of them keep up in terms of customer service. So you got to basically pray and hope that you never actually need something from your distributor, God forbid. That said, I feel like for what DistroKid offers, for the price, it totally makes sense. It's like $20 a year, and you get to upload as much. Now, I've upgraded to their one of their pro ones, so I pay like $90 a year, instead of $20 a year. But basically, I can distribute main artists for a couple of my friends because I do collabs. Yeah, DistroKid kind of sucks for collaborators, you know? It's very hard to ship something off in a collaborative fashion on DistroKid. I would just say do your research. Don't ever give a distributor any of your masters. That's silly. You know, there's like so many distributors that you can just pay them $20 and they'll distribute everything and give you 100% of your royalties. So yeah, I would just recommend getting something like that, right? There's honestly so many distributors. But yeah, are you gearing up to release some music? Let's hear real quick. First listen through of what we're about to be mixing down. Yeah, he says, I've been looking at 1 RPM. So, man, I remember I had a friend that signed up for 1 RPM and he left it pretty shortly after. You'll have to forgive me if I can't quite remember. Does 1 RPM take any of your royalties, or is it like, I don't know, what kind of distributor is it? Oh, this is gonna be a sick beat. What you guys think? Is this rhymable? I'm worried about this trumpet. It's a little bit too taking up the center of attention, right? We're gonna have to try to dumb that down, bring it back, make room for a rapper. Same with this guy, the saxophone. We're gonna have to tone him down a little bit. It'll all be good, though. God, that coffee is good. I will say, just initial thoughts on this mix. I love this bass. This bass is like so rich. What do I got on here? Oh yeah, it makes sense. I've got the Oxide reel-to-reel tape processor on this bass, giving it a little bit of richness in that low end. So we did do a little bit of mixing while we were in the production phase of this. Okay, so honestly, this has pretty good bones to it. Like, the mix from just the initial demo sounds pretty damn good. You know, we're starting in a good spot. I will say, I think I want to start by like really sorting out. I want to figure out what we're doing with this trumpet. God, you know what's difficult is I've already vinyled this out. It's just such a sharp sort of sound. There's so much going on in that high end, right? It's so intense. I bet I could really set this down on the ground and it will cut through the mix at pretty much any volume just with how sharp this like muted trumpet sounds. So let's just start by setting it down. Okay. This is a lot lower than where it was at. Now, I'm kind of thinking we're going to want to slide this off to the side, like one side or the other, but we're going to want to keep in mind, like, what are we balancing this against? It looks like most of the time that we have this lick going on, we also have this little guitar bend. So I'm kind of thinking we'll use these to kind of like prop them up into different ears, right? So I'm kind of thinking like, where's this gonna go? We also have this this which leans right, okay, and this goes through this section. So maybe what goes on is we slide this guy over to the right and then this guy over to the left. But let's just see where the bias is first. Okay, so this trumpet is dead center. This guy's also pretty dead center. Okay. Okay, so we'll slide this off to the right. This guy will go left. And then because we've like set this off to the right, but every time that you scoot something further to the left, it will sound louder in that left ear, right? You move it off to the left, it sounds louder. You move it off to the right, it sounds louder in the right ear. So, you know, I just kind of stay conscious of that, and like now we can set it even further back. Even with this guy, yeah. But yeah, I see Nun was saying, yeah, might just be me, but it's almost too full for rappers right now. Yes, you're absolutely right. And you know, the reason is because I made this beat thinking that I was going to make it more just instrumental, you know, for my Spotify. But in comparing it to some of the other stuff that I have on my backlog right now, because I keep a deep backlog of demos of tracks that I'm like considering to release, right? I just realized like, no, I've got too much really golden stuff on my backlog, and I just feel like this is a good beat. Like, I don't want to just like set it down. So I want to put it out in some way, but it's a little like, you know, I feel like with a little bit of adjustment in the mix, we might be able to open up more room for a rapper, right? It really is just going to come down to what we're doing with this trumpet and what we're doing with this saxophone over here. Kind of, yeah. You're right, though. Like, your intuition is right. It is too full for a rapper at the moment. Oh, we should also check our max peak volume, and we should start taking everything back. We're going to make this project a lot quieter. And, we don't want anything in the red. And in fact, I kind of want like 6 decibels of room, you know? So let me delete this guy. We'll give ourselves some room to breathe a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that should put us at about -6 decibels in terms of max peak, right? So, but yeah, Chocolate is asking, Tap, what artist do you have in mind? Oh, man. That's a tough one. Like, people I know, or just like whoever, who could I hear on it? Because in terms of people that I know, I've got this homie that I just feel like this sounds like one of his tracks. I've produced a lot of his discography. His name is Interpret. And he actually just grabbed a beat from me the other day and did something really fucking sick with it. We actually just did a collab post on our Instagram, if you're curious to check it out. But yeah, like, I could totally hear my homie Interpret on this. Aside from that, though, like, God, there's a lot of possibility in this track. Like, that bend right there kind of reminds me of like MF Doom, Take Me to Your Leader, like, kind of, you know, I could almost hear MF Doom on this track, but it's not quite the style. Honestly, I could hear Nas I could hear on this track, right? Okay, we're getting a little bit better here. Might need to bring this a little bit forward. Let's also see if we can just kind of shape this a little bit better. I want to just see what's going on here. What if I did just stark cut some of these highs off? Make it even more muted. Yeah, I like this because it kind of gives it an even more muted feel, you know? But yeah. We'll give you one? Not Nas. Okay. Yeah, no, send the rappers my way, dude. Gosh, I really do need to connect with more rappers. I've been more focused on my instrumental stuff, but I've still been throwing beats up on my BeatStars, trying to, and like I said, like I'm still working. I sold a beat to my homie the other day, and I'm like really stoked to hear him. Like I want to see him drop that. I think it's gonna be coming out soon. But the demo sounded so fucking cool, man. But yeah, terminology will be nice on this. I can't say I'm super familiar. I might have to go check him out. All right, I think cutting this down honestly made this low key enough. We could probably bring this forward again. It kind of gives it a more of a muted feel. It's some of those highs that are like so bright and so sharp. But yeah, check him out from Boston. Hell yeah. Oh, that's dope. Man, I used to produce for a rapper from Boston. He was sick. I think he was from Boston. Iron Emperor was his name. Man, that dude grabbed a lot of licenses from me. And you know what's funny is when I was selling beats to him, I wasn't even on BeatStars yet, so I was like literally hand delivering licenses to artists. Like I was emailing them and asking them to sign it and send it back to me, right? So I could have a copy of the license. What's funny is, most people will just do a digital signature, which is totally fine. But for some reason, he decided to mail, like actually hand sign them and mail copies of these licenses to me. So I've kept on to them. I've got physical copies of my signed licenses from Iron Emperor, which, man, he made some cool music. He made some really cool stuff. I don't know how much of it is still on platforms. I think he even had his own website that you could go to listen to his music and buy CDs from him, which was really cool. Oh, this is feeling good. I am kind of like, okay, did I throw this too far out there? Let's bring this in a little bit. Let's set this back even further. Okay, we'll do the reverb after the cut. I think we'll turn the reverb up and bring the track back a little bit. Kind of like, this is how we emulate distance, right, in mixes, is how do you make something sound more distant? You turn the reverb up, you turn the volume down. Oh yeah, now we're starting to get it back in the background. See, and now suddenly this is like much more rhymable. Woo. Oh, that's so buttery smooth, man. I'm using a lot more of this vocal pop hall than I usually do. Like, this is such a big hall reverb. I usually don't go like that hard, anything above 50%. I'm at 56% on the dry wet. That's kind of crazy. What's up, Signature? How you doing, man? Welcome on in, dude. Hell yeah, we got all the homies here. Oh, man. big reverb, really turning it down, I think was the right call for this. Like, there's gonna, like, an artist can now fit comfortably in front of that, right? That's the whole objective. We're gonna have to do something similar with this trumpet over here, or saxophone. We'll get to it when we get to it. Let's make sure that we're solid, though. Hell yeah. Let's try a little bit of compression on this piano. I'm just curious if this is gonna fill out the track or if it's gonna be too much. Got an LA2A compressor. Yeah, that trumpet might need to come forward again, you know. What's up, Gene? How you doing, dude? Yeah, he's like, back for my ears therapy. There you go. Welcome on in, dude. I think the piano sounds pretty good. Compressed like this. I kind of want to glue in the drums with a little bit of sidechain. We'll see. Let's just try this and see if it starts feeling weird. So basically what I'm doing is I've got this glue compressor. I'm going to take the source from the drums and I'll set the threshold so that it really only ducks on the kick and the snare, right? We'll turn that ratio up. Oh, this is feeling... Woo! That just feels so much better. All right, so now I am kind of feeling like we could probably afford to bring this trumpet a little bit more forward. Let's see. We still want it to be background, but 2 decibels forward is not bad. Oh man, and then we do have these vocals that are center, but they're only there for a minute. Like, I don't think they're gonna be covering up an artist too badly. I kind of want to swap the reverb on this guy, see if we pull out vocal pop hall, make it more consistent with the hall reverb that we have going on this trumpet, right? Let's see. Yeah, that sounds a lot more consistent with that trumpet. Curious, without the vinyl, what does this sound like? I don't know, the vinyl helps it stick to the mix a little bit better. Okay. How are we feeling about the drums? I mean, they sound fucking perfect to me. No, that compressor's doing some good work, honestly. Keeping the kick reasonable. We've got a really slow attack and fast release on this. It feels pretty good. But yeah. Gene says, dang, it's so buttery. Might need a multi-band comp. Honestly, I don't know. I've been kind of avoiding multi-band compression too much. I think it's just like picking the right compressor for the right instrument really helps it just gel. Like, I've got the LA2A on this piano. I've got the 1176 on these drums. And then when it comes to the master, we're gonna really make it sound buttery. We're gonna really glue it together beautifully with a Shadow Hills master compressor. That's gonna feel really good. Okay, let's bring this back a little bit. Start focusing. We kind of skipped over this section because we've been troubleshooting this trumpet so much. See, I don't know, the trumpet, when we hear it just here with the piano, it feels like the trumpet is too buried. Let's balance it over here, how we want it to be, and then we'll check our work over here, and they can be two different volumes if it's not working out, right? And remember, we want an artist to be able to be on this beat, you know, giving their intro, walking us onto the track, little monologue in the beginning, and then some bars. That felt good. That felt good. Now let's see how this feels over here, though. Beautiful. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to switch around the saxophone a little bit. I'm getting too ahead of myself, though. There's a whole section we haven't addressed yet. All right. Okay, so yeah, we got to sort out this section. And we've got a lot of different elements here, which is going to give us a lot to like fill this out with. Really, I always like to go into any situation like this kind of thinking in two ways. First and foremost, gain staging. Honestly, everything seems pretty balanced here. That's going to change, though. But then also spatially, where do we want to balance these? And I see that we have this walk in on the right ear. And that's good, you know, because this trumpet is in the right. We got this guitar in the left ear, and then we walk in on the right over here. Now this guy, I think I'm going to swap the left and the right audio, you know. This guy is just naturally biased to the right. And, you know, a lot of people would see that and just scoot it over to the left like this, right? But to me, I think that is kind of counterintuitive. Rather than having it naturally have bias to the right, let's have it have natural bias to the left, and we'll just scoot it over however much further left that we might need to, or scoot it center if we need to, but we'll just swap right now. Yeah, swap, and almost feels too far left. We'll see. Ooh. You know, with how few things are off in the left ear, this almost sounds too loud now in the left. So let's like bring this down to a comfortable, cool it out. And we got this little melody that's kind of hidden away. It's kind of hidden down there with the piano, but I kind of want this to be subtle. Like, this would be a melody that would feel weird if I brought it too far forward. It's kind of meant to be something that is just layered, sitting there in the mix, you know? It's a cool track. It's a cool sound. All right. Let's keep messing around in this section. This guy might even come right a little bit. Okay. Okay, so we got a couple things going on here that we still got to account for. We got this guy, this chord. This kind of lands with this guy, which is hitting in the left ear. So the fact that this is like naturally sitting in the right might actually be kind of to our advantage. That's kind of cool. I do kind of want to give this a little bit of a splash of reverb. Now, this is the Stage 73 plugin. There's actually a lot of really cool effects in here if we want. So, sounds like that currently. Let's open up the effects. Oh, I see I do have that plate turned up decently loud. Let's give it a little more. We could also go instead for the reverb pedal. Okay, you'll notice though, I like, this puts it a lot more center than right, you know? I think I like, we gotta hear this together though. Okay, we'll scoot this over to the right. Now this needs a little bit of brightness to it. Let's pull out our EQ. I need to turn this up now. Yeah, maybe both reverbs together. Dude, this is so good. Let's put this section together. We might back off on this reverb a little bit. Okay. Now we got some work to do here. Let's just get to it. Now I've got something going on here where I'm sending this to this return track, which has a delay and then this like band EQ. I was trying to make the delays sound a little bit thinner. I do feel like this saxophone is going to fit into the track a lot better though if I vinyl it. Let's see. Let's turn this a lot further down. Let's also get it reverbed out. So we're turning it down, we're adding more reverb, setting it further in the background. Let's turn this up now. This is nice and rhymable, okay. let's check out the reverb on the cello. I always like using this gold foil reverb. It's so good. But yeah, so much more depth. Yeah, I like it, dude. Yeah, really, my goal here was just to create more space for the rapper. And I think my approach in doing this, because this track was a little bit more instrumental and it did have like these sax parts, these like, you know, trumpet parts. I feel like a lot of my strategy in making this, you know, giving it more room for the rapper is I've set those brass elements further back into the mix and gave them more reverb to kind of emulate distance. So now it's like we could have somebody's voice right in front of that and it's going to feel like the dimensions make sense, right? I don't know. That's kind of my thinking. Yeah, I wanted to turn up the gold foil a little bit. Oh, you know, I was meaning to mention to you guys, I'm actually going to be, there's a podcast that I was on that is coming out tonight. And you guys will actually see it drop on my channel. It's coming out at 9 p.m. EST. So 7 p.m. MST for me. But but yeah, if you guys see it, definitely go check it out. It's with it's a podcast that was put on by actually a company that used to sponsor me, Producer Fury. They are like, I actually know the guy that made Producer Fury. He's a pretty cool dude that is, you know, he's a software developer and he seems to have his finger on the pulse of like, you know, producers pretty well, you know, so he like makes tools that help producers sell beats and whatnot. But anyways, to promote his tool, his friend is doing a podcast with a bunch of different producers, interviewing them about basically everything, selling beats. You know, he was definitely asking me a lot about like my Spotify and all of that. Point is, I think it's about an hour-long podcast. It's going to be coming out tonight, and we're putting it out as a collab video, so you will see it drop on my channel tonight, which is kind of cool. I'm eager to check it out. You know, it's been about a month or so since we shot it, so I'm like, I hope I didn't say anything that I'm going to be embarrassed about. No, I think it'll be fine. I was checking out some clips of it earlier, and man, yeah, we had a good conversation. We really did. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. We're just giving ourselves a nice curvy fade out. There we go. Nice. Okay. Let's run this back. Honestly, I feel like we got most of what we needed. We also got, okay, I do need to find one other spot for a producer tag. I went ahead and do that. Usually I just like slip in my tag when it comes time to like stem everything out. But I remember I was like eager to drop my tag on this beat because we had such a sick setup with the applause in the beginning. That sounds not bad. I want to turn this up a little bit. You know, I rarely do this. I want to just throw a smidge of fresh air on this. Just help brighten it a little bit. And then we can sync this back a little bit more. Might be a little bit too much fresh air. We'll see. I'm thinking we back off on the fresh air a bit. And we back off on the reverb. We'll get it up there a little bit louder, you know. Make it hard for them to rap over it. Gotta stop those beat thieves somehow. All right, yeah, let's run it. You know, I might turn this saxophone down and turn the amount that we're sending it to the return track up. Oh, that sounds so much better. Let's run that into it, you know. You should check a freebie reverb from Dragonfly. It sounds amazing. The controls are on point. Oh shit. I'm always looking for new reverbs. I'll have to check that out after stream. I can't say no to a good freebie, you know? I feel like reverbs are one of those things where you can never have enough of them, you know? But yeah, from Dragonfly. I'll have to remember that. Okay. Okay, I think it is time, guys. I think it is high time for the Shadow Hills Master Compressor. Oh yeah. Compressor? I hardly know her. Let's play around with it. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to enable sidechain. We're going to do this one compressor at a time. We got our optical compressor and our discrete compressor. Let's set this up. It's sounding nice and glued together. Now I want to pull out the oxide tape recorder feel like now the drums feel a little bit buried. Now that's sounding really good. Oh man, this is so good. Now we're gonna throw on a little bit of saturation. We're gonna use Little Radiator. Oh, that's almost too much. That's quite a bit of saturation, but it's handling it. It sounds pretty slick. We should probably do a little save as. We've been at this for about 50 minutes. Can't believe I haven't done a save as yet. We're gonna do mix V1. Now we're just playing the waiting game, waiting for it to save. Jesus. I feel like Ableton Live 12, man, especially when you're towards the end of a project. And this is honestly why a lot of people recommend, rather than mixing on your actual project file, printing the stems and loading it into a brand new project file so that you don't have so much like CPU load, you know? Having all of these plugins on the same project. But you know, it works. It works. It's fine. Whatever. Now we're going to pull out the 610A preamp, which actually is just a Focusrite. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You guys see the drama with, I forget who it was, that one dude made a video that pissed off all of the mix engineers where he was like testing preamps against each other, and he like did all this blind testing and whatnot, and he basically came to the conclusion that they all basically do the same thing, and that he honestly kind of prefers the Focusrite, like one of these little things, right, to his like giant console. Oh man. And like, I don't know. I thought everybody has been like fighting each other about that. I think my favorite was Greasy Will. He was like, you see, little do people know, and he like walks over to some piece of equipment. I forget what it was, like an LA2A compressor. He's like, you see, if you just open up the back with a screwdriver, we all know this. it's just a Focusrite in here, you know? And then he like got underneath, you know, his fucking Neve console and was like, and you see, look, it's a Focusrite, guys. Yeah. But yeah, Signature's saying, sounding great. You could try the kick bump in the presets. Ooh, what exactly were you referring to? The kick bump in the presets? I honestly kind of feel like this kick is kind of like knocking, like it's got so much substance. And really what it is this Ampeg really put a lot of emphasis on the lows. It just emphasizes the lows so much. But, you know, really what I wanted to do with this preamp was I wanted to boost the highs, actually. Yeah. In the oxide. Ooh. Let me see what I got here. So this is currently what I've got my oxide set to. Is I've got I've got EQ set to CCIR. I've got a little bit input feeding into this. You were saying that there's a preset for kick bump 808. Let me just try that. Let's see. Ooh, interesting. So I think it's pretty similar to the settings that I had, except this had less input and more output. I'm actually feeding a little bit more input into this because, you know, usually I might have this a little bit like fed in at a little bit of a louder volume, which I think kind of affects like how much tape flutter we get in the bottom. Having it set up here where it kind of touches the red, I think it's kind of how I like having this set. Whew, dude. Yeah, that high shelf lift is pretty nice. Yeah. Just brightens overall. Yeah. Yeah, I really like this combination here. I'll show you. I've been really enjoying tape. Oxide tape fed into Little Radiator. We give it some mid-range warmth with this guy. This guy's doing work on the lows and the highs. This CCIR EQ honestly does kind of brighten it overall, I've noticed. And we get this really rich low end, especially when that bass touches the red there. It feels really nice. This is giving us a lot of like brightness in our mid-range. And then this guy just has this really beautiful high shelf lift that just, yeah, gives us this nice like bright edge to it. I really enjoyed this little combo. I'm not gonna lie, there are songs that I do that I can't do this combo on. You know, like maybe this preamp is gonna lift that snare too much, or sometimes this tape reel to reel overwhelms the low end. You know, it makes it too overwhelming in the lows. Sometimes things just sound like shit through the Little Radiator, but for the most part, it's like I know it's a good track when I can get away with all three of these like we have here. So that's sounding pretty slick. Let's see, our max peak value was minus 5.71. Is that accurate? Let's find out. I was messing with shit while we were doing that. God damn, this track is so slick. I want to hear bars on this, dude. I really want bars on this. Oh man, I should let you guys know. So, you may or may not have noticed that I have decreased the amount of BeatStars beats that I'm putting out. I went from 3 a week to 1 a week. And I'm also going to be moving them over to Tuesdays since my releases come out on Fridays. You know, I've been releasing my 1 beat per week on a Friday. But the reason why I have decreased this much is honestly because I got offered a part-time job as a bud tender at my favorite dispensary. And I'm gonna be starting training soon. But what's nice is, like, here was my thinking on just getting a part-time job is, like, I wanted to double my ad spend, okay? Wanted to really, really increase my ad spend for my Spotify and all that. So, you know, I was like, shit, honestly, I have been trying to get that money through, like, mixing, you know, trying to take on more clients and all of that. But quite honestly, I feel like the economy is just, like, not the greatest, and people aren't spending money on their music as much as they once were. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not gonna overthink this. I'll just go get something part-time, right? So something that'll allow me enough space to really focus on my discography, right? And sure enough, I called up my dispensary just to see if they were hiring, and they're opening a new location. I'm like, holy shit, they're actually hiring. So yeah, I actually just got certified the other day as a bud tender. I've got my licensing to legally sell marijuana in Colorado. And yeah, I'm going to be working as a bud tender like 3 days a week, which is fucking awesome. That's going to allow me to double my ad spend. And I'm still going to have so much time. I'm not going to have to move any of our streams, by the way. All of the streams are staying in place. Thursdays, Saturday morning cook-ups, you know. I'll still be doing my feedback on Twitch on Wednesdays. But yeah, I'm fucking stoked. I'm stoked to start training. And, dude, being a bud tender is going to be a chill-ass job, I think. I'm, like, super excited for it. I think it's going to be dope. All right. Oh, shit. I was supposed to check the max peak. I'm so stupid. I'm over here yapping and ranting. All right. Okay. I think it was, like, in 5 point something. Let's just see again. God damn it. But yeah, with a TapDaddy Lounge playing in the background, licensing revenues, yeah, plus licensing revenues. Hell yeah, man. It's all about diversifying, man. Diversifying your income. You know, sell some beats, drop some discography, sell some weed. I don't know. Nah, dude, I'm super excited. I've got my new album all scheduled out to come out in like 2 months. And I should have a decent amount put away by then to really do a strong ad campaign for it. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, yeah, we're at like minus 5.65. Wait, what am I doing? No, I need to... increase this by 5.65. And then we're going to slap a limiter down on the other side of this. Boop. Cool. Sweet. And, okay, yeah, we're definitely getting louder, guys. We'll just go ahead and slap down a loudness meter. Yeah, I don't think that we're going to have too far to go. We're going to try to get this to minus 10.5 is what I'm kind of thinking. Okay, let's get ourselves a Ozone 9 Elements. We're gonna try and like, okay, so just a little loudness warning. This might jump up and see, yeah, but yeah. I see Gene saying I can see stoners rocking that release hard. Yeah, I know. I'm curious. What is the music that they play at the dispensary? I swear it's just somebody's like playlist. I don't know. I'm gonna be working at their new location. Maybe I'll just have some TapDaddyBeats going on in the background while people peruse their marijuana. Okay, this might jump up in volume. Let's see. Yikes. Okay. Ceiling at 0, true peak. This looks weird. Okay, honestly, I kind of understand this. Not sure about this. Okay, I see. It's clamping on the bass and let's run this back. Let's listen for any sort of like clippy mistakes. I'm not sure. This might be ran kind of hard into it. We'll find out.
TapDaddyBeats.
Change the rate of limiting. We may have overshot this. Yeah, damn, we're gonna be able to turn that threshold down a little bit, I think. Okay. Yeah, let's turn this down to like -5 decibels. Okay, let's run this again. Let's see where we're at. Let's check it out. I think we're in a pretty good spot.
TapDaddyBeats.
Okay, so that was -10.6. You know, honestly, I think I'll take that. -10.6 is not bad. That is pretty much right on the money. All right, so we've actually got one more track that we're trying to mix down today. I think before we dive into that one, I'm going to grab a little bit of coffee. And, yeah, and then we'll dive right into it. Let me see. Is this done saving? No, it is not done saving. Okay, cool. I'll load up the next project as soon as I get back. Perfect. What? Something went wrong. What are you talking about, dude? The hell are you talking about? Let's, here, I'll play you guys. I should play you guys something off of Nothing Is Real, my upcoming album. You know what? I'll play for you guys All Things Considered. I think if you like this track, you're going to really enjoy my upcoming album, Nothing Is Real. So I'll be 2 seconds. I'll just go run and heat up some coffee, and then we'll dive into that next track. All right. I'll be right back. All right, I am back. I am back with hot coffee. Okay, so let's dive in to the next track. Yeah, we made both of these on Saturday. This next one should be a pretty good one. 1152. Hell yeah. All right. I should probably clean my glasses. Dude, these glasses are getting so dirty and scratched up. Okay. Wow, that loaded fucking fast. I'm so used to sitting here for like 10 minutes while it loads. Okay. Okay, we can dive into it. So, let's check it out. Let's see what we got here. And this looks like a much simpler track, honestly. This will be a cool one. But yeah, I see Gene saying the Nothing Is Real has a Soul Train vibe to it. Oh man, yeah, totally. I get what you're saying, man. It's really it's just like a neo soul project, something that I made the title track for it about a year ago, and from that point that I made that title track, I kept coming out with like really soulful bangers, and I just knew that I wanted, like, I even came up with the artwork for it in the name Nothing Is Real the night that I made it. I made the title track over the course of like 8 hours, man. I was like up till 2 in the morning just like really pecking away at this track. I thought of the name Nothing Is Real and like started picking out artwork for it. I was like showing my wife the next day, and like, yeah, I don't know, over time it kind of was like, oh, maybe this will be an EP, and then it just started to grow into so much more than that. I've been working on that album for about a year now, and it's just so weird to be done with it. You know, it's so weird, man. It's something I've been obsessing over for an entire year. All right, let's see our max peak volume. And, you know, honestly, this demo is sounding great. We did a little bit of mixing when we were producing this track, and it really does not have too many instruments in it, so this should be a pretty easy job. Let's see, so -2, and now we're below 0, and now we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. That should give us some space. What do we got on this piano? So we've got, I was gonna say, this looks weird. I always have this open for some reason, the info view. I'm not used to having my plugins go all the way over here. Okay. But yeah, we've got this strong sidechain. And we've just got this little lift in the EQ on the bass. What do we got on this? Reverb? Ooh, okay. So I was kind of thinking I might do drum reverb in parallel. We will just send a little bit of this to this reverb. kind of working nice. But yeah, I see Gene was saying last week I was in a rabbit hole on an old James Brown concert hall show and the sonic energy of it. Yo, James Brown, I'm not gonna lie, like, yeah, seeing concert footage of James Brown, it's like, that dude must have been in shape. You know what I mean? Like, going fucking crazy on stage. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. There's a reason why you would see him at the end of his sets. He would be like dripping in sweat. Could you imagine going to one of those shows? I bet it was just fucking wild. Ooh, I like a little bit of this reverb here. I'm curious as well if we use a little bit of Decapitator. Decapitator, I hardly know her. I don't know though, we might be losing the plot here. The cleanliness of just... No, this does sound better. This sounds cool. We'll turn down that mix a little bit. Ooh. God, this sounds so cool. Now, I don't think this piano needs any compression, but I want to hear how it would sound with a little bit of LA2A on it before these side chains. So, let's try it. It's not too much of a difference, but this does feel slightly richer. Just slightly rich. I like that. Okay, but you know what is getting buried here? We got, this guy. Yeah, bring that forward. I don't even think we're going to do a whole lot with this guy. You know, it's not like I want to compress him or anything. There's really not much. I just need to, like, set this right. Probably forward a little, like, 1 more decibel. We'll see. But, yeah, I see Gene saying, yeah, the showmanship... No hesitation in the delivery, or take a Janis Joplin. You can actually hear the fire they got inside. Yo, yeah, exactly. They're super, super passionate. Like, you can feel the passion. It kind of makes you wonder, and I feel like everybody looks at music through rose-tinted windows. It was better back in my day. But it kind of is like, I don't know, can you imagine what would be the equivalent of today's James Brown, you know? I mean, who do we got? Like fucking Travis Scott? I don't know. It's like it's weird to think like who is, I don't know, putting on shows with that sort of energy. I don't even really go to shows anymore. I'm not going to lie. I can't afford them. I can't afford to go to shows. I don't think many people can. The ticket scalping has gotten out of hand, man. Really insane. Okay, so this kind of travels a little bit, this cello. Sounds like it's mostly in the left ear, though. Let's lean it to the left. And then let's lean this guy to the right to kind of counter that. We'll have him more like center right. What do we got on this bass? Oh, we've got like nothing. Okay, well, I want to start off with a little bit of compression just to normalize any difference between these notes. And then I want to pull out oxide, make this even richer. God, I love working on music. Like, this is just my favorite way to spend the day, you know? Oh. That feels massive. I like the hum of this bass. We might need to bring this back a bit, though. Yeah, we're actually going to do that little boost before the decapitator. Have it crunch a little bit. Did I hear... I think I heard a double note. Yeah, double note. Yeah, this guy is barely towing over the line, which means we probably got one of those guys over here. Let's get rid of that. Let's make sure that we fix this over here as well. I guess I could have just fixed it once and pasted, but whatever. There we go. I was kind of thinking, what if we did have a little riser sweep up into this next section? Let's try this. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay, and then we need to smooth off this tail, this fade out. We need to make it nice and curvy and voluptuous. There we go. Very nice. There we go. Cool. Hell yeah. All right, let's run this back. Let's see where we're at. Let's see if we enjoy this. If there are any problems, we'll see if they kind of jump out at us. I mean, shit, I think we got this. I think we're about ready to start mastering it. God damn. I really like this bass We discovered it pretty recently, the A&A bass from Purity. That preset. Ooh. It is such a satisfying bass guitar. All right. So now let's pull out our Shadow Hills master compressor. This should glue super nicely. I'm excited to hear how this is going to feel together. Let's see. We're going to enable sidechain. Nice and glued together. But yeah, Gene's asking, have you ever heard Gary Clark, Bright Lights? I'm fascinated by how some of us can translate complex feelings into sound without losing data in the process. I can't say I have. Bright Lights, Gary Clark. I would have to look that one up, man. Sounds like you've been really in discovery mode, finding all the good music. Oh, dude, the compression on this feels good. Damn. Okay, I think we're in a good spot. Let's start, oh, I can't wait to hear Oxide on this. Oh wait, I put that on the wrong thing. I was like, that didn't change much. Let's put it down here. Ooh. Bass is sounding slick. Okay, we'll pull out Little Radiator. Like we almost could go with the bias. It's like too much. I don't know, it's tempting. Nah, I feel like every time I end up going too crazy with the bias, I end up regretting it later. You know, like I don't want to dirty up a beautiful thing, but it is a cool sound. I think we're going to go clean. Decent amount of distortion on this. Now, let's pull out our 610 preamp, 610A. But yeah, you could put it as a return channel. You know, I was almost thinking of doing it in parallel. You're right in that I could do that in parallel. I think regardless, I'm gonna end up not wanting to do this, but let's just, for the sake of, oops, no, that was the wrong place to put that. Delay, we're gonna delete that. We're gonna slap that down. And then, yeah, let's try it. Why not? I don't know. Am I overwhelming the track though? Like, I don't know. That distortion in parallel is honestly pretty fucking sick. We'll tone it down a little bit. As I say, as I turn it up. Yeah, it depends on the rapper, but at least it's there, yeah. No, I think I kind of like the intensity that we're getting out of this. It's kind of odd, but you know, you're definitely right in that like parallel is the better option rather than slapping that on our master. Ah, you see, it sounds too much there. Boy, it really does give us a lot more definition. Dude, this is gonna be like one of those tracks that like make your car windows rattle. Keeping an eye out for the max peak value here. It looks like it's minus 3.67. We definitely have brought it up a little bit. We might want to bring that riser down, honestly. I was just realizing I feel like it's pretty loud. Yeah, let's turn this down. God, we could even go lower than that. It's just too much. Yeah, it gives grit to bass, complementing the snare, but at the same time, contrast to clean melodies. Yeah. It's just got that hint of like vibration in the bass, right? Gives you a nice, satisfying flutter on that low end. It feels nice and driven. It's good. Okay, let's keep an eye out for our max peak. So big. All right, let's go. That is super sick. Okay, so 4.18 is our max peak value. Let's pull out our utility plugin. Slap it down on our master. We'll increase it by 4.18. There we go. And slap a little limiter down to catch anything that might toe over the line. Okay, so this is gonna be louder. Feels good. Okay, so now we're gonna pull out Ozone. Hopefully this doesn't completely smash our bass. We can always fix it if it does. Okay, so I'm gonna run it through here, and yeah, a little loudness warning. This might get a little bit loud. It might jump up in volume. This feels pretty good. Yeah, that is not bad. Okay, let's pull out our loudness meter. Let's see how far we are. And we're also just listening for any sort of, any sort of clicks, crackles, anything that might be problematic. Let's see what the LUFs are. surprisingly, we might be under. Okay, so about minus 11.1 LUFs. We want to raise that by about half a LUF. So let's see how far we can pull back on this. Let's see, so... Okay. All right, let's run this from the beginning and get our new LUFs value. See if it sits down. Minus 10.3. We might let off a little bit. Yeah, let's let off by like two or three of these guys. Okay. Let's run that again and see if this is closer to minus 10.5. Honestly, it's close enough that it's like, I'm sure it's going to be fine. us yet. Or here, I'll wait to do it till we get our loves value. Hey, thank you, Mubsco Beats. Welcome on in, dude. Thank you so much. Yeah, okay. That was like minus 10.6. Okay. We may as well let it get to minus 10.5 exactly, what we are aiming for. I think just letting a little bit more through on the threshold will help us get there. Okay. Man, this is going to be such a hard beat. I can't wait to hear some bars on this. I can't wait to hear this in the car. This is gonna go hard. Damn, I think this will be one of those tracks that just rattles your car windows. Mub says, Tap, which country are you from? Yeah, so I'm from America, unfortunately. But yeah, I live in Colorado. Pretty chill part of America, Can't complain too much. But yeah, where are you from, man? Minus 10.5. Let's go. Okay, I do need to save this. Holy shit. How have I done this whole mix without saving? That's crazy. I'm telling on myself here when I don't save. Mix V1. There we go. But yeah, you're from the UK. Oh, that's what's up. London, UK. Goddamn. City man. No, I'm kidding. But that's awesome, man. I visited the UK once when I was like 17. I remember I was like all mad because I had to go on vacation with my family and I wanted to hang out with this girl that I started dating. No, it was actually a really cool trip. London is wild. London is a massive city. It's shocking. Okay. God damn. That saved rather quickly. Nice. All right. Well, shit. I think we got our two tracks. I got two beats mixed down that are going to be going on my BeatStars. And I should show off for anybody that is trying to find the beats. I've got a nifty little website here. TapDaddyBeats.beatstars.com. If you guys are trying to rhyme these beats, I've got hundreds of them, literally over 500 beats. So yeah, definitely come check it out. I do have downloads enabled, if you're just looking to rhyme something. So I'll drop a little link for anybody that might be trying to find that. But regardless, what other little last announcements do I have? Yes, Nothing Is Real, upcoming album, drops in 63 days, 6 hours, 54 minutes, and 25 seconds. It's going to be good, man. I'm so excited for this album to drop. So, yeah, you guys can find me on all platforms, TapDaddy, anywhere you look. So, but yeah, what are you going to call this beat you just mixed? I am not quite sure, man. I'm not quite sure. All I do know is I'm probably going to drop it as a like a Nujabes type beat. I do a lot of Nujabes type beats, you know, and I'll even sometimes end up ranked on BeatStars, you know, like when you search Nujabes type beat, a lot of my beats usually come up. It kind of depends. It kind of goes up and down between me and a few other producers, you know. So it's going to be something like a Nujabes type beat. I'll probably, I got to think of like some sort of like naturey sort of track name, you know. I just dropped one called Evergreen a little while ago, so it's got to be something kind of in that vein. I'm just not sure. I don't know. Do you guys have any good track names for this guy? It's gotta be something beautiful, right? It's gotta be something so beautiful. I don't know. You know what sucks is I feel like anytime that I start stimming a track, like that's the moment where I have to name it. Like it has to have a name before I start stimming it. So I always find myself at that moment just like, I don't know, grasping for straws, trying to figure out like what the hell I'm going to name stuff. I keep a big notepad in my phone of just like potential names, you know, every time I think of one, I write one down in there. And I also crowdsource it. I'm always asking my wife for names. She oftentimes asks her friends for like song name recommendations. I ask my friends. And so there's actually a lot of tracks in my discography that have been named by like, I don't know, like my friends and family. Let's see. Lady Moon was one that I thought of. Lost in Reverie was one that my wife thought of. Sunsets and Daydreams, I think that was kind of, we both kind of thought of that. Sounds of Sintra, we were both kind of discussing that. Serendipity is my wife's, you know. So, I don't know, crowdsourcing song names I think is the way to go. Because especially when you're like at where I'm at right now, where I've made about over 1,000 beats now. I've published about 800 of them, right? I don't know. It's good stuff. Anyways, man, I think we got everything that we set out to achieve this stream. We got 2 beats mixed down for the BeatStars that will be dropping on TapDaddyBeats.beatstars.com. Go check him out, man. But anyways, I think I will bid you guys adieu right there. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. My name is TapDaddy, and I'll be live again on Saturday, cooking up beats, Saturday morning cook-up. Definitely swing through. Drop a sub if you want to get notified. Maybe do the bell notification thing. I don't know. But yeah, I'll be live again on Saturday, cooking up some fresh beats, and I will see you guys then. So thank you guys for hanging out, and I will what do I always say at the end? I say, my name is TapDaddy. Thanks for watching. Happy producing. See you guys later. Peace out.